Hey there, how's it going everybody? Welcome back. Alice and I are getting ready to pull a harvest of some lemongrass, one of our favorite tender perennials to grow in our garden. This is actually a wonderful ornamental plant as well. It can be grown in the front yard. And seeing that we're here in zone 9B, zone 9 and 10, this plant will perennialize outdoors. So year after year, we've got these lemongrass plants here. They'll actually die back. We'll kind of prune back the dead growth in the spring, and then they'll pop back up, and they're just really beautiful. Now Alice is nearly a daily lemongrass user. She loves this plant. Isn't that right, sweetie?
Yes.
You want to show them how you harvest?
Yes.
Here's some pruners.
Oh no, I don't need that. I have it.
Can you show the camera that knife one more time? That's actually her preferred method for harvesting lemongrass. So sometimes you can just pop these guys right out. And that's actually the preferable method, just to kind of thin the plant out a bit.
But in case I can't
in my opinion,
pull it, this is the one I'm using. But it's easy.
Yeah, if you're growing in good soil with some good mulch like wood chips, it should pull out pretty easy. The difference would be that if you actually do prune the stalks off rather than pull the whole thing out, then it's going to re-sprout again and grow a new shoot in that same exact spot. It's not needed for every one of these shoots to do that. It'll just become too dense and thick. So
then it will grow again over here, you know.
So is that typically the amount that you'll harvest when you pull your lemongrass harvest?
Yes.
And what are you going to use this harvest for today?
Lemongrass tea in the morning.
How often do you make lemongrass tea?
Every morning, honey.
Almost every morning, huh? Yeah. And why do you make lemongrass tea?
For my health.
How about the flavor? Is it good?
Oh yes.
I like the way it makes the house smell.
Yeah.
I like the tea. I'm
good.
not a big tea drinker, although I do love tea. Maybe in the future I'll get more into drinking tea. But you've also used it in the past as a base to some of the soup that you made. That was really good.
Yeah, I'm using it in my tinola because this is the one that we use, the lemongrass and tinola.
And what is tinola for the audience? That's a Filipino cuisine.
Yeah, Filipino dish, tinola.
What vegetables are in tinola?
Sometimes we use it papaya or sometimes sayote.
Papaya, and the papaya would be like young green papaya, right?
Yes. So, and then look at this, organic, and it's very fresh. So
very fresh lemongrass,
yeah.
One of the easiest plants in the world to grow, to propagate, to proliferate. We started with 2 stalks, just 2 pieces like this,
yes,
that we picked up at the Asian market. I think it was like maybe less than $1.50 for 2 stalks.
yeah.
And even if it doesn't have any root on there, you can just put this in a little bit of water. You don't have to submerge the whole thing, just a little bit of water. Keep water there until you start seeing roots forming, and then you can plant it out in the garden or in a pot. Now, it is a tender perennial, so if you're in a colder climate zone, it's not going to overwinter, but what you can do is you can grow the lemongrass in containers and you can bring them indoors for the winter. They don't even have to be in full sun next to a window. You can just bring them somewhere inside where it's not going to freeze. And then, I mean, it will actually withstand temperatures in the ground down to about 20 degrees. After that, you're risking losing the plant, but I just recommend that everyone grow this plant for its beauty, its ornamental value, its medicinal qualities, its health qualities.
And you know, this one, we have a lot in our backyard over here. If winter is coming, we don't care for the winter because by March, it will grow again. And it's forming new leaves.
And actually what we've done in the past is we harvest, because we have several of them actually growing throughout the food forest as well, not quite as large as the ones we showed you in the front, because the ones in the front receive a little bit more care.
Yeah.
But We might just harvest one entire plant just before it gets really cold, and we could just have that uprooted plant near the back of the house, and whenever she needs to pull some lemongrass from that plant for her tea, she can do that, and that will take us through the winter. So many of the folks watching today might not know that we actually have another YouTube channel, Plant-Based Eats, and you actually put together a recipe, a lemongrass tea recipe over there. It's pretty popular actually. So anyone who's interested in seeing how Alice makes her tea, I'll include a link to that video below this video, so check that out. What else would you like to add, honey? Anything else you want to say about it?
This one is good for the health, and you know, the one I'm doing is I am drinking this every morning and then before going to bed. That's the way I do. This one is for cleansing.
And when she's brewing her tea, it makes the whole house smell fresh, like kind of like that pledge scent,
Yeah.
but it's natural. You're
It's a
getting the
natural
essential
smell.
oils coming from the lemongrass. So that's it. Just wanted to share our harvest with you today and talk a little bit more about the lemongrass. We've mentioned it in previous videos, but it really is worth considering growing even in colder climates. Like I said, you can grow it in a container. And so with that, we sure hope you got something out of today's video. If you did, be sure to smash those thumbs for us if you would, and shoot us a comment below. We love hearing from you guys. If you got any video suggestions, if you grow lemongrass, tell us what works for you, what you like to do with your harvest, maybe what dish you might make with your lemongrass that we may have not mentioned. Anything, just tell us hello. Shoot us a comment. We love that. And so with that, have yourself a great rest of the day. Until next time, this is Dan
And Alice.
from plantabundance.com. Take care. We'll be talking to you again soon.